What's going on, guys? Brett Pro Angel here. Today I have something really special for you. Drytron got hit pretty hard on the last ban list. So now they also confirmed Diviner of the Heralds and Mu Beta Fafnir and Lightning Overdrive in June. So with that being said, I don't see Drytron getting touched anytime soon. And then when those cards come out, it's just going to be absolutely busted. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the deck profile that I came up with and some combos to go along with it. So to start, we got the standard 3 Alpha, 3 Zeta. Those are the most important Drytrons in the entire deck. And then I only like 1 Delta. It's just literally a free draw. Like, it comes up, it's an extra name, so it's necessary to have at least 1. Gamma, you know, some people argue this should be more than 1, but it can be a brick if you open this and no other, cards to go with it. Fafnir, I only like 1 of this, mainly because this is like just, you don't want a brick. Like when Drytron first came out and I ran 3 Fafnir, like 3 Nova, 3 Emergency, it's so easy to just have cloggy hands. So you just want to have a good versatile build. I only like 1 Meteonis Drytron because this is also a brick. Nova is so important. Some people in the OCG run 2. I just think you need to max out on this because if you see it, it's full combo. Cyber Emergency, 3 of, most definitely. And I also love that we can squeeze Called By and Instant Fusion in this deck. It's just so necessary. And then also 2 Pot of Prosperity. You don't really need to max out on this, mainly because, you're going to see, most of your engine already. This is almost like a win more card, but if you brick, it definitely comes in handy. Preparation of Rites. This is to replace the 2 Benton that got banned or limited. Preparation of Rites, it gets you to your Benton. Also, if you already have full combo, it's a win more card. Draconids, this card is just absolutely busted in this variant of the deck. Literally, if you get hand trapped, you could still end on Mu Beta Fafnir and Draconids, which these 2 cards together are just dumb. And then we got the main combo. Ritual is Herald of the Ultimatus. Ulti Boy is just so good. I choose him over Perfection just because his effect is slightly better, even though Perfection is my favorite. And then, of course, the 1 Benton, rest in peace. And then we got Cyber Angel Idaten. Since Benton's at 1, Idaten definitely just stepped up a notch, and this is like one of our main enablers for the combo. And then, of course, we run 1 Natasha. Natasha is very important now more than ever because it just enables us to, okay, we can just steal your whole board off of 2 cards. It's just pretty dumb. And then Diviner of the Heralds. Okay, this is the new card that's not out yet. It's just going to change everything. So Diviner, basically, I don't think you need 3. So if you really think about Diviner of the Heralds, we're replacing this card for Manju and Cyber Petit. Or we are replacing Manju and Cyber Petit for 2 Diviners. You don't want to see 3 because you want to see more Drytron names in other cards like hand traps. So I don't think it's necessary 100% to max out on this. Maybe just in testing might change my mind, but I just think 2 Diviners is really necessary. 2 Eva. Eva is definitely the all-star fairy right now because we're just going to abuse Eva at this point. And then 3 Orange Light, pretty standard. And we don't have much room for hand traps. We literally run 4 hand traps, 3 Ash and a Lancia, plus a halfway hand trap, which is Orange Light, but we need another card to go with it, so I don't entirely count that as a full hand trap. So I decided to run 2 droplets since we're lackluster on hand traps. I'm not going to go too in depth with the side deck, but obviously we run 1 Vanity's Ruler for when we go first. We just side it in, and this just wins games on its own. 3 Nib for combo. 2 more Lancia just in case we encounter dinos or whatever the meta may be around that time. 3 Dark Ruler, no more. This may be subject to change. Right now in the current meta, it's very important because of things like Dragon Link, dinos, whatnot. And then this deck has always struggled with back row decks like Dogmatica Invoked. 1 Schism can just shut us down. So double Lightning Storm, double Twin Twisters, 1 Duster, and 1 Rebrute just shut them down entirely. Now to the extra deck. This has changed dramatically. We run 1 Millennium Eyes Restrict, obviously, for our instant fusion. We run 1 Elder Entity Intis. Basically, what Intis is, if we go second, Diviner just enables us to send this card. It is literally like a fairy. So you could just send Intis and pop a card. And then, of course, we got Herald of the Arclight. This card just became more broken than it already was. Like, literally, Diviner send Arclight search a card. It's just so broken. And then also, the MVP card of the extra deck, we got Black Rose Dragon. Why do we run this? All right, hear me out. We go Diviner the Heralds, send Arclight to the graveyard. Diviner becomes a level 6. We only have 1 Drytron, so let's just say we don't have full combo, but we have a Drytron and Diviner. Okay, we can just go into Black Rose and nuke your opponent's whole board. Like, if you're going second, it's just dumb. It's pretty good. And then also the new card, Mu Beta Fafnir. This card just enables all the combos. This just automatically gives you access to Gamma. This just is better, 10 times better than Union Carrier. And then, of course, 1 Nightingale to be able to go into Zeus. And then Beatrice is part of our main combo now. Beatrice is so important. We'll get into that later. And then, of course, 1 Zeus. Link Kribo is necessary for the combo, as well as IP. Phoenix is just a utility card that I really like. I think it's necessary to play in this. As well as Unicorn for link climbing into access code. This with Natasha just enables you to easily go into access code, pop everything, and say F your cards. And then Borosword, of course, just to win. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and display the first combo. So we're starting off with Alpha Zeta. We're going to go Alpha, pitch Zeta, search Benton, Zeta effect, pitch Benton. We're going to get our spell. And then Benton's effect to search Diviner of the Heralds. This is where the combo is different. Now we're going to go normal summon Diviner. This previously was our Manju, but this is way 1,000 times better. We're going to send Herald of the Arclight to the graveyard. Now Diviner becomes a level 6. Arclight's going to search us our Ida 10. And then we're going to go overlay for Mu Beta Fafnir. And now we can ritual summon using his materials. So, first of all, we're going to send our Gamma. It's easy to miss. Then we go Meteonis, use a material to get Ida 10 to get Meteonis back. Okay, and then we overlay. Since Diviner's now a level 6, we're going to overlay for our Beatrice. And now the combo just gets ridiculous. We detach Ida 10 to send Herald of the Ultimateness since we don't have access to it currently. And then we just go Meteonis for Benton, and then we tribute that for Gamma and Alpha. And then since we haven't, we're going to search Evo with Benton. Since we haven't used our Ritual Spell Engrave effect, now we're going to use that on Gamma. We're going to get Meteonis, and now we're just going to go into IP, and then we can just go into Herald of the Ultimateness. Okay, so do you guys see like how ridiculous this is? All right, so we have 1, 2, 3 fairies in a grave. Also, on our opponent's standby phase, we're going to detach with Beatrice, detaching Diviner the Heralds, which is another fairy for Eva. And we can either send Eva to the grave to get more negates with Herald, which is probably what we would do. Or, you could just use it as utility to get another Drytron. It's just up to you. So that's the first combo. Next, we're just going to do some test hands. This isn't necessarily, like, the previous combo that I showed you was, like, the main combo. But we're just going to see, that was only off 2 cards, by the way. So we're just going to show you what this can do with actually a full hand. So let's just go. So we just fire off Emergency to get Zeta. And then we'll just go ahead and just fire off Nova to get our Alpha. You always want to get Alpha on the field first, because you want to use Alpha's effect before you ever use Zeta, so you can use Zeta to tribute Benton. All right, and then we just go into Link Karibo. We got a free monster now because we used our Nova. Now we're just going to go Alpha, pitch Zeta, search our Benton. And then, of course, same combo. Zeta, tribute Benton, search our spell, and then Benton's effect will trigger to get Diviner. All right, and then go Diviner. We're going to send Herald of the Arclight. That's going to search Ida 10. And then now we're going to overlay for Mu Beta. This is actually the correct zone to summon your Mu Beta because you want this far right zone cleared up. Obviously, you want to play around Geo, even though nobody really plays it. Just always to be safe. So you want to drop your Herald of the Ultimateness in that zone. And then we go Mu Beta Fafnir to send Gamma. And then we go Meteonis Detach to get Idaten. Now, Idaten recycles our spell. Now we can just go into Beatrice. Beatrice Detach Diviner, preferably Diviner first. That way you're okay with banishing Diviner for Eva. You don't necessarily want to banish your Idaten for Eva, so we should hold off on detaching Idaten because you want to save Idaten for your Natasha plays. All right, now we're going to send Eva. We're going to use Eva effect to banish Diviner and Herald of the Arclight to get us our Orange Light and Diviner. I mean, we could have went for Eva there as well. I mean, that's actually probably most optimal. I think I was just playing quick to rush through it, but yeah. So now we go Meteonis Detach Last Material to bring out Benton. And then now Tribute for Gamma, bring out Alpha, search Altiboy. Now use Spell in the Grave since we haven't yet to get Spell back to hand on Gamma. Use Spell to bring out Altiboy. And then now we're just going to go into IP. And look at our inboard. Like, this is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, we literally have a Prosperity that we haven't even used yet. We didn't draw, so it's like we can still use this. It's just like a win more card at this point. We have Called by the Grave for if they have a hand trap. We have an Orange Light and a Diviner in hand. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Not to mention we have Zeus next turn if they like get over our stuff. For the next and final test hand, we're going to see what we can come up with. We'll just go Nova to get Alpha, same old stuff. And now we're just going to go into Link Karibo. We're going to pitch Zeta for Alpha, search our Benton. And then we go Zeta, Tribute Benton to search our spell. Benton triggers. We already have Diviner, so I think we'll just get an Eva here. All right, now we just go normal Diviner. She becomes a level 6 because we send Arclight. Arclight, search Idaten. Now we just overlay for our Mu Beta Fafnir. Oh, almost forgot to send Gamma. I take it back, send Gamma. So yeah, now we go Meteonis to bring out our Idaten, detaching a material. Idaten recycles, and then we overlay for Beatrice. Beatrice, detach Diviner to send Herald of the Ultimateness because we do not currently have access to it. All right, so next we just go Meteonis, detach to get our Benton. Now we go Prep. This is such a win more card. We're going to search Natasha and then add back Meteonis. All right, and then now we go Gamma. We're going to tribute Benton to get Alpha as well. Benton triggers. We'll just search a Lancia, why not? And then we go Meteonis again on Alpha to get our Herald of the Ultimateness. We have Eva, Lancia, and Natasha. This is just crazy. And then Meteonis to add back. And then we go Cyber Emergency for our Delta. We're just extending like crazy. Even though I think the inboard, I think I kind of like messed up the placement. But yeah, so now we're going to get a free draw attributing Natasha. Not bad. And then we go Meteonis to bring out Natasha. All right, guys, this is where I messed up. I should have used Delta to bring out Natasha because Link Karibo's arrow's pointing down. You want to make sure you go into IP. And Natasha's okay to leave on the board, but she should be in Delta's zone currently. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Natasha's effect's going to gain 1250 because Beatrice is the highest monster. We're going to use it on that. And now this is going to go into IP Masquerena pass turn. So yeah, just keep in mind, Delta should be Natasha because Natasha can just negate your attacks. So yeah, I really hope this helped all you guys out. Drytron is going to get really, really insane.